What is going on, everyone? Happy Friday. I hope you all were able to have an amazing Thanksgiving yesterday. I definitely had some pretty good food, so I hope you all loaded up on that too. And yeah, let's get right into it. So, this was Friday. Today's Black Friday, and the market was shortened today. It opened up regular time, but today, instead of closing at 1 o'clock, the market was closed at 10 o'clock in the morning. So, right around here is where you'll see it stop trading. And in terms of how the market performed today, right around here was when the market opened up at 6:30 in the morning. And as you guys can tell from looking at the charts, the Nasdaq didn't have any huge play up or down. It was really just trading between this kind of resistance area. It would hit highs of here, and it would kind of tend to bounce off a support it formed right around these levels. So no big move, and there was a lot of choppiness kind of throughout on the way up and down for these moves, but ultimately at the end of the day I was red, as you could tell from the thumbnail. But on top of that, just looking at these moves going up and down, there's only like two big ones you could have really made your money on. So I definitely should have done a better job capitalizing on those. Today's a good example of how you might only have a few great opportunities on certain days to trade. It's not just going to be huge setup after huge setup. So definitely need to be more aware of that and take advantage of it when it comes. So I definitely played my cards wrong today, and I didn't take part in these nice little runs. I could have made money on TQQQ going up, or on the inverse ETF SQQQ as the market started to sell off. So here is how I did on the day. I was down $21 on TQQQ, and I was down $40 on SQQQ. So the every other stock you see on this list is our swing trades, and we did load up on a few more, if any of you noticed. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but the Nasdaq, I thought it was pretty choppy today because looking at it on the bigger time frames, the 180 day, we're at a point right now where we don't really know whether it wants to start rallying and form these higher lows, or whether it wants to kind of find a resistance right around kind of highs of this area and start to fall, right? It could just kind of find lower highs right here like this and start to sell off again. So no one really knows, and that's why I feel like we're at an iffy territory, and is why we're seeing some chop going on. So in regards to how I could have traded better today, I thought I do need to pay a great amount of attention to where the Nasdaq is trading in regards to this blue line, this EMA line you see here. If you notice, anytime it really starts to trend above it a good little amount, that's a good indication it starts to rally up. Or vice versa, anytime it starts to kind of fizzle out below it and use it as a resistance, it starts to kind of downtrend and fall pretty aggressively. So I need to do my part in acknowledging kind of when direction wants to keep changing. I kept trying to get into SQQQ thinking it was going to start selling off, only for it to keep finding these supports on the way up, and vice versa once again on the way down. I kept looking to try and keep going with the direction, but ultimately it kept trading below the blue EMA and falling, so I should have gone with direction. At the end of the day, I'm not the most mad because I managed my risk. It wasn't a big loss today. I took just over 0.5% loss because I'm trading with $10,000. So 1% would be $100, and I lost right around half of that, a little more. So not the end of the world, but I definitely need to improve on my consistency because if you guys can see from yourselves the thumbnail, the last few videos, I've been on a little red streak for sure. And yeah, I need to get better at that. And in regards to our swing trades, we loaded up on a few more, as you can see here, towards market close, and that was Roblox, PayPal, and Spotify. And the reason why we loaded up on those, and let me remind you guys again, it's lightly. We loaded up with only like a fraction of what we plan on being with because we realize although prices are low, they can still keep dropping, right? Because the NASDAQ, as you saw, um, it still had room to fall. All these tech stocks could definitely keep on falling, and the NASDAQ will come down with them. So this is them on the bigger time frame. This is Spotify, right? This is how it's performed on the 180 day. We think prices around here, me and my brother, are pretty attractive enough to load up on a bit. And this is the 3-year time frame. It hit highs of 387, and right now it's trading around $80 a share, just under. So it offers a lot of potential, and on top of that, it's a company we personally find that is pretty big. And the other two were PayPal, PYPL. So once again, just like Spotify, I just showed you, this one offers a lot of potential. Right now it's trading around $80, just like Spotify, and it hit highs of $310. And this was last year, but still looking at the past half a year even, we're at prices where definitely it can definitely keep selling off, but there is a lot of room it offers for reward. And I think if the market does start to recover, all of these tech stocks will have a nice rally with it, and that's why we're loading up lately right now. And the last one obviously was Roblox. Let me pull that up for you guys. This is where it's at in the past 180 days, and just looking at a big picture, it's trading right around $32 here. This is on the 3-year time frame, and it's hit highs of $141. So definitely doesn't have to be the bottom. Let me remind you guys again. Definitely they can keep on selling off. They don't have to find a support here just because they have before. But they're at prices where me and my brother find they're low enough where we would want to take that risk and get in with a fraction. That's why we're not going fully in, but we do want to minimize our risk and get some skin in the game, right? So that's how we want to look at it. So thank you guys all so much for the recap, for tuning back in. I hope you all have an amazing weekend and you're able to buy some stuff with big discounts today. And yeah, thank you all so much again, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. My brother will be paper trading, just to remind you guys, but yeah, we will still be uploading. Look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you.